Today we'll be playing a game called Home. Now, Home is a little bit what I'm assuming is going to be scary, or it's just going to be dark elements. So I'm telling y'all now that you might want to be careful watching this. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark. Oh, that's kind of cool. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. I don't like that. That house. Where was I? There was a body laying on the floor. Who was it? I don't like that door animation. That's gonna get me. I just had a computer and some papers on it and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? Receipts, pins, and a blurry picture. Looks like a store of some kind. Why does this look so familiar? Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized that there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I gotta get out of here. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking for clues. Okay, I realize I'm not gonna like this game. Noticed I was limping as I moved down the stairs. Did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could remember was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out. The shelf was full of books on a local history and hunting. Seems like the owner of this house really knew the area. I don't like how you have to look up. An old dining table covered in dishes for two people. There's dozens of booze, cans, and other liquor bottles around among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guess. There was no reason to keep it. I slipped the photo in my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. Alright. Bro, I'm gonna get jump scared. A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap, but it looked collection of rusty tools. They looked like they seen a lot of use and were caked in damp dirt. Damp smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Oh, they aren't for shed work. A photo similar to the old picture I picked up. It seems like there seems to be a switch behind it. It definitely moved into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Okay. I guess it's downstairs. Okay, that's still the same. It seemed to be, the door was taped up, seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guess it led to the kitchen. The switch in the wall would appear to lock the door. I ain't going in no basement, no. I may sound. There was a sheet of paper all over the kitchen table. Looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I can only make out a few. Key card, locker, last one, I promise. It didn't make sense at the time. I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. A bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. I wonder if who was the man's wife or who did the cleaning or him. There was a full of the bubbler tray lay on the floor. Some leftover negatives were still looking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. It seemed odd that the tray had been left there, considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared. The box looked heavy, but there was marks on the floor. It was obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I heaved the box forward, and it finally gave. There was a ladder going under wherever the box was. A dark place. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wonder where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. Oh, footprints in the dirt. Look, me more than one kind. A lot in the traffic. Places all over were marked with maps. The industrial area near the river, various houses, even the water towers near the old railing station. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were found all over the murders in town. Wait, there was photos of our house. What the hell is that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. A work table covered in papers and dirt. A handgun. I hate guns. I didn't take it, did I? I didn't even want to touch the thing. Better left it right where it was. Oh, yes, I did. I tucked the small handgun in my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. It was so dark down there, and the air smells stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What is this place? It just looked old, and it was caked with grime. On the stack of old faded papers covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written. Besides them were faded blue ink. Those few letters. He Heather Riley. Ro none of none of it made sense to me. I guess I need to find. Look like bones half dug into the ground. The remains look old, the faded clothes that stuck them familiar. They looked like the clothes that a woman used to wear in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? God. Okay, I thought that was an eye. Crudgery made shelves. Looked like they were holding some kind of cans. Holding cans of some kind of corrosion. The labels were worn and slick, but I still see the warnings. Looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coated at the bottom, something wet. Some kind of homemade stack, slung together with poorly cut rope and wood. It was caked with old blood. What's with this word caked? Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? Rusted hooks, like the kind you find in a butcher, hung on from the ceiling. They looked pitted and worn from heavy use. That man upstairs, did he do this? What did I do? I thought that was a person. Some kind of old box. They looked like they were years old. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes that I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell are they doing here? There was anyone there? Was I hearing things? The broken ladder. I had to be careful. Okay, that's creepy. There was a rope hanging there. I did. Should I take it? Maybe the rope would make the broken ladder seem easier to descend. But there's a body in here, but he can't see that. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? I could hear a faint hum and the smell was flowers. Alright, we're getting jump scared in a couple of minutes. A bunch of old newspaper wheat pasted together. A message hastily smeared on it. Keep out. Danger due to cave-in. And jump scare in 3, 2, 1. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. That ache in my leg was bad enough as it is. If I could have, though, I would have ran straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought. I had found an old handgun. It seemed to work from the smell of it, but it's been used already. I kept the gun to my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there. It was so high up that must have been a sore landing. There was some dirt on the ground. It looked wet. There was grass smeared within it. I could hear a faint shrieking sound like water. What was that? A kitchen knife covered in dying blood. Thinking of it makes me sick. I slipped the knife in my boot. Since I had a gun in my pocket, did I really need all this? Maybe. Okay, that scared me a little bit. Alright. Locked. There was some musty smell in there. I wasn't sure what those valves for. Did I turn it anyway? I left the valve alone. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had know how to work it. God, it's a long way in here. 3, 4. Oh, okay, there's got to be a puzzle. Alright, let me climb up here. Disgusting, it was a mess of filthy garbage back. They were ripped and tear from most of the back. It looked like an old videotape was sticking out. Did I take the tape? Yeah. I didn't want to keep digging through this mess. No. Ladder climbing simulator. I guess I gotta put the tape in here. If it does, I can see handprint from the preview. Probably from whoever worked those sewers. I'm gonna go through the exit. Hopefully it doesn't give me an ending so far. Or sinking in water. Which I smell. I knew I can climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to the putrid water. Alright, so there's gonna be one of these things where I guess now I gotta check. Like I turned the water flow from this pipe. I got it, yeah. You gotta do it 4 times for this one, yeah. Alright. Bit weird there. Locked. Still. Looked like a water drained out the gate of the wall. There was a small metal key laying there. I pocketed the small key, but it was odd shaped. I thought I had no idea what it might open. I actually do know what it might open. Wait, let me go up and look. 'Cause what is that? Okay, nope. Let me go back up here to see if this key is for this. I need to find the secret so I can get the perfect ending. Don't know how many endings are in it. Oh, not the key. Like, am I a killer? Am I the guy getting killed? It's all so mysterious. There was a safety poster that had been definitely seen better days. How old was this facility? Where am I? Why is this house connected to the facility? You can see a faint light within. Why can't I use the key? Alright. I can smell a hint of fresh air there. Was I close to that? I used to leave, but I was worried that I missed something. What was on the videotape I carried? I found another dead body. A sewer worker. By the wounds all over his face and body, I figured he was stabbed repetitively with the knife I have. There was a key ring sticking out of it. Though I thought about the knife I found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he would grab me. There was a security camera in this room. There must have been a way to see what happened. Maybe the VS. Now I gotta go all the way back. I know what I'm doing. Faint light. And then I go all the way back and I'll get there. The shelf full of security tapes were strictly organized and covered. One missing from the shelf. There was a dusty VRC. I wondered, should I play the tape? It looked like there have been two men to watch the video again. Take it out, just in case, my boy. You don't want to be caught. I'm gonna be caught lacking. Nah, bro. I'm an op for real. Shouldn't ever done that. I found a sewer, and one of them seemed to fit. I thought I was about to say a collection of stale liquor bottles covered the floor. They were littered with dozens of old faded papers. Whoever did this was some local murderer. According to some clippings, bodies have been found raving in the case. Dump truck. I couldn't be sure, but I thought of some of these same articles I had also been pasted up back on those tunnels. A faded receipt was on the half trampled on the floor. It was from a local train station and it was for 2 tickets. I didn't know what it used for, but should I keep the receipt? I neatly foiled the spoiled receipt and slipped it into my front pocket. Why is there that sound in there? Okay, that scared the living crap out of me. It's fine. The faded yellow and dusty, but there have also been wiped recently. Okay. Must have been another end of the batch lights. Whoever had used it could have gotten past the flooded room with this. So they're in front of me? Alright, brace yourself. Why would I need a gun or that knife before the end? Both weighed me down as I aggravated my leg as I climbed that old ladder. The thought of the video gave me chills. Who was it that didn't want to see? Was it the same person that hid all those clippings away in that locked room? Suddenly, the awful smell of the sewer gave way of a blast of fresh air. Bro. The old ladder leading up to the ancient water tower. The ladder that needed to be extended. Did I extend the ladder? I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. I don't like this. I tried the little key that had flushed out of the murky water. It fit and it heavily opened the rusted door. The wind was picking up a bit and the night air has become strangely chilly. Alright, that's the end there, so it must have been the entrance to the forest that I mentioned on the map. Whoever was poking around in those times, the man had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, a signpost to the various camp within the woods. It mentioned a river, maybe a wash house, but the rest was too vague to clear clearly. Though the fence, I see a diplomat. I wonder if I can find a way around it. Bro, I don't like this game no more. Two floating camp cans, one knocked over. A couple cans of beer spilled on the ground. There's a fire pit there. It still had a bit of warmth. Few embers still burned at the bottom. The cheap dome tents slept to ice shelves inside and can only see some bedrolls, two backpacks, and a cooler. No, no, don't. No, no. Okay. The gourmet sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. A musty wooden plank popped on this still. It would seem useful. Why did I bother taking it? But it took the plank. Now when I get it back outside, I'm gonna get jump scared. The sign that was the same as the first one I see. Yeah, once I left, I knew I would never want to return there. Finding that campsite had been strangely upsetting. I couldn't imagine why anybody would have been at a site in the middle of the night, especially in a dark forest. I was relieved at least to be out of there. Even though I peered through the dense trees, I could see a crack of light and a bit of land beyond. I must have been getting closer to town, but where exactly was I? Okay. I stepped through the gate and suddenly I recognized the auto part factory where I worked as machinist for all those years. The plant was closed almost 30 years ago. Now, times were better than then. I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Not another victim. Took it from his uniform there that he was a security guard there, just doing his job. His head had been severely beaten and his face was covered in blood. One of the lockers hung open and containers were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. The door was locked shut and there was a little electric box under it. A sign was pasted on it, danger closed for repairs. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snapping off to other parts of the facility. The metal was starting to wear and the cobblestone had collected in the corner. The box wasn't receiving power. It seemed to have connected to the box beside it. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotten. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. The bulletin board contained yellowed clippings of newspaper cartons and notice. They were from notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. My power bot looked like it shut off. The open locker was shoved up a little close. Okay, I see. Car keyed on the fourth locker somewhere. Old break table. The layers of dust and grime made it seem this sting more. That's boarded up. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when he worked there. Okay. A utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Just someone is living here, or is a killer nearby. Hidden at the bottom was a command jet. Yep. Another panel. Yeah. That's all the lights. Key card, hammer. Got it. I struck the hammer. I struck with the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I had removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. Ooh, why would you leave a hammer on the floor? This was my locker. There was this factory. It stank to booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it had been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wonder if the man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol in his place. I don't know if I can keep doing with these scares, man. Y'all don't get it, cause y'all probably on y'all's phone. Turn y'all volume down. Matter of fact, turn y'all's volume up right now. I ain't doing this. Yep, been in here. Gotta go all the way back down. Like, see that little pause? Don't make me feel safe, cuz. The door opened, but now that the power's back on. That's a mask. A rusted old regulator of some sort. Planks, tools, broken up parts, all but different things. That's a mask, right? I know this much dirt. Similar to the one I found with those signatures on the floor. Okay. I gotta get out of here. unlocked. Did I go through? I pushed the handle, stepped through the door. The rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. What if I'm the murderer? What if that's the big twist? A stale scent of the old factory gave way to the old odors of pines under. I was back outside, though I sure was. If that, I thought it wasn't sure. Though I wasn't sure if that was better or worse. The path beyond was dark, and my flashlight barely illuminated anything. I wonder if I really had been taken. So, how did I get it? The poor guy. He probably was just doing his job. Maybe he knew that was going on that room. If he did, he would have been able to tell that tale to anyone. Hope the people lies. I need to find some help. I don't like when it's quiet. I picked up, had smashed up against it, stood silent. Was that track? There was recently a body found here too. Man, that's me dying for sure. Alright, my thing just flew down, so I need to pause. Remember that I've seen from a place there. I just want to pause. I gotta do something. Oh. I remember so far around Norman's place. Did I quit? No. Did I quit? No. Sorry guys, something fell and I got scared. So I need to fix that. Why is it Norman's place? Alright. We're getting close, it seems. Sounds like something was gonna start raining again. I had entered Norman's place. Was the back of the store that he ran. It was quite oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television. The front of the store was locked from inside. Looked like I couldn't just pop it in. It needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole. Bruh. My controller's vibrating. What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats. That was in... That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What is that? Ooh. My boy, Rachel. Rachel found Norman a little old, but god dang was he doing something apparently. Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles and shotgun. Even a few items didn't think they were. One of the slots of the rack was empty. The gun I had seemed to match the other. If that handgun was Norman, what the hell was he doing with it? The gun fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet? I carefully pushed it back. Alright, I gotta go, guys. See, I'll make a part 2 of this soon.